actually having an egg sandwich this morning. So, let's see. The English muffin is 3 points. I have 2 eggs for 0. I have the fat-free singles for 0. I have one of those. I have some sprays of I can't believe it's not butter on here for 0. And then in the microwave, I have one of these original sausage patties from Morningstar Farms. I really like these. These are 1 smart point a piece. And really one just adds like a lot of flavor to anything. So I'm going to put that little guy on there. Then I'm going to be making some coffee in a minute with 1/4 cup of almond milk, some Starbucks blonde roast coffee, 0 smart points for this, 0 smart points for this, and of course, shocker, my sweet drops, hazelnut flavored. So gonna eat this and get on the road. 80s music. Name that tune. Good morning, everybody. Let's open the sunroof. I need some sunlight. We're gonna have a time change here this weekend. I know on Monday I said something about, oh wait, we're crooked. Okay. I know on Monday I said something about, like, we're gonna have daylight, and then I totally forgot about the time change. It's like I blocked it out of my mind. And honestly, I kind of wish we didn't have time changes. I need to move to a state where there's no time changes because they're annoying. I feel like let's just stay on one time. But I'm sure there's some sort of political something. My car is out of wiper fluid. So tomorrow my boss is driving me to work so my husband can take my car in and get the oil change and put wiper fluid. And ooh, that guy had a big beard. It's like down to here. He was young too. Beards are in fashion. Big beard, like big beards. I keep seeing t-shirts with like beards, like big beards all over them, that say, you know, little snarky things about having a beard. So yeah, anyway, Thursday, I've got to get my car, Thursday, which is tomorrow, got to get my car all fixed up. I woke up this morning and Mary Vitro, one of my subscribers on here, who has been awesome and supportive since October, I think October, November. Mary, how long have you been on my channel? Anyway, she's like, she missed my chit chat yesterday. Well, let me tell you, I had a ton of chit chat, and by the time I got around to editing, my video didn't go up till like 10 something. Well, it went up. My video went up at, okay, let's get it together. My video went up at 10 last night. And then I realized every once in a while I'll upload a video and the music for some reason like is too loud on it. Like it I don't know what it did. So I had to take it down and then fix the music because you actually couldn't hear me in a couple segments. And then repost it. So by the time I did that, it was like 10:15 or 10:30 or something by the time it got posted. What was my point? Oh, but I had gotten in bed and realized that I hadn't edited anything. So, and it was so much, it would have been a lot of editing. So I just opted to just do a quickie, show you what I ate yesterday, which some of you might like. I know some of you like my chatting, and probably some of you like fast forward past me just going on and on, because I know I do. But anyway, so the gist of yesterday was I am back on track. I am still, I think I'm just always going to have sort of this struggle thing, and that's just part of, you know, life. But I noticed like last night I have some like pretzels and things in my house that I bought. You guys remember when I bought the gluten-free pretzels? And last night I was feeling so snacky and was sitting there thinking about going and getting the pretzels and hummus and just eating all of them like I did a few nights ago. And so I went and made myself some egg beaters because I had like pancakes for dinner. So I was like, oh, well, this just be an extension of my dinner. So I went and made some egg beaters, and then and a couple of those Morningstar sausage patty things. So that, you know, took away the snacky. I think I was hungry. So what I have noticed is that when I eat stuff that has a lot of wheat in it, you know, like for breakfast or for dinner, that I don't get as satisfied as when I eat, you know, a lot of protein and veggies. And that may just be like a personal thing, because I know there are a lot of people out there that say they eat a bowl of oatmeal in the morning and it holds them to lunch. And okay, can we go like to work now? Why are we driving so slowly? There's a guy with like flags hanging off of his truck. He's got 2 big flags waving behind him. American flags, which is great. He's patriotic, but come on, let's go. We're not in a parade, sir. So yeah, that's kind of like an observation. What else happened yesterday? My scrubs were ridiculously huge all day long, and so I have not worn them for a week. And last week I noticed that they were big, but not like, where did I put my glasses now? Not clown big. So I had them tied really tight and then rolled over. So yeah, I did that. And then the other thing that's happening right now is my parents are moving here from Florida. So my parents are movers and shakers. They have moved my entire life, you know, multiple times. They are moving here. My brother, one of my brothers lives in Florida near my parents. My other brother lives in Maui. I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Both of my brothers are mortgage brokers, so they're in finance and all that good stuff. My dad is a writer, and so that's a whole other long story. But he can live anywhere and be okay. But they've sort of run into some issues with the moving and all of that, finances and all that. So they want to move back to Maui. They lived there for a little while near my other brother. But if any of you have ever visited Hawaii, lived in Hawaii, you know it is very, 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 very expensive to live there. I would say more expensive than California or New York. It's expensive. So they had moved back over here for a little while just because they were missing the mainland, and then also just for financial reasons. And my brother in Maui is talking about, building them like a mother-in-law apartment, which would be great, but that's going to take some time, just for different reasons. So I told my parents, because the situation there, and they were living in my brother's other house in Florida, and he just sold his other house. See how this is crazy? It's all crazy stuff. So I told them why don't you just come here? And I know they don't love where I live specifically. They want to live somewhere gorgeously beautiful, and you all have seen the terrain where I live, and you know that there's no oceans, no mountains, and not a lot of trees. Kind of like little shrubs here and there. And my parents want to obviously retire and live somewhere beautiful. So I said, come here and, do like a year lease on something, and we'll just have a good year together. They could be here for Asher's graduation and whatever, a Judah's graduation from college in the fall, all that stuff. So I think that we are at that point. Well, yesterday they had found this rental property. This is nothing to do with Weight Watchers. This is just why I'm so like, ah. Yesterday I had like 5 or 6 phone calls at work while I was in meetings or, doing other things. And I was like, can't talk right now, whatever. Well, my parents had found a house that they want to rent, and they just wanted one of us to go do a walkthrough before they finalize the paperwork. So this company that rents these houses, basically they text you the information to go to the house, they give you the lockbox number, you do a walkthrough, and you don't have an agent there. So I got the text. I sent the text to my husband. My husband went to the house. The text number didn't work. I mean, it was like this whole long thing. Anyway, he spent 45 minutes at the house only to get the lockbox open, and there was no key inside the lockbox. It was like a big joke. So anyway, that was a whole whatever. So after work, I ended up driving over to the house, seeing if I could get in. It was no go. They were going to send a maintenance guy out. And then I came back. Well, Asher worked the elections yesterday, so he was at a local precinct. He got the day off from school. It counted towards his. They have to do community service in his school, and then it also paid him. So he went and spent 12 hours at one of the local precincts, and he said, he's 18-year-old guy, okay? And he spent the whole day. There were no other kids his age and no young people. It was all, like elderly retired, people. He said mostly he said, I think they were maybe in their 70s, like grandma and grandpa's age, monitoring the precinct. And he said they would get like one person that would come through every hour, except at lunch hour they had a big rush. So he spent from 5 a.m., because we took him over there at 5 a.m. until my husband picked him up at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock, because they had to set up the whole precinct, and then he worked it all day, and then they had to tear it all down. Anyway, he spent the whole day with them. And he said, you can't be on your phone. They don't allow electronics or whatever. So he had thought to take a book. So and it was a short book, so he read the book twice. And then he said, and I had small talk and chit chat with all of these little new friends of his that he made. So he said, yeah, a lot of them are grandparents. So we talked about their grandkids. He's like, I actually was the same age as most of their grandkids. So anyway, that's great that he went, and what I love about that is that he is able to go and talk to adults and be responsible, and that's a good experience for him. And then also to just sort of realize that when you're working, you can't be on your phone. It doesn't matter if it's a busy day or a slow day. But I think it was Jean, one of my subscribers, Jean or Jeans, I can't remember the numbers after her name, but she said that it takes so much thought and preparation and effort. She feels like she's constantly thinking about food and everything and points, and that she wishes it wasn't like that. And it made me think of my son, my youngest son, Asher, who could very much, he just doesn't care about food, you guys. He does not care. He forgets to eat. Sunday, when we came home from church, he had brought a plate home. I think I may have told you guys this in Monday's vlog, but he brought a plate home that had a cinnamon roll and a piece of cake on it. And I thought he was going to eat it right away. And he's like, well, I don't really want to eat this right now. I'm going to eat something more substantial, and I'll eat it later. It is still in the microwave. He still has not eaten that. I think he's going to throw it out, or my husband's going to throw it out today. But he just, he forgets. He forgets to eat. And just doesn't care. He doesn't spend a lot of time thinking about food. It's when his body tells him, I'm starving, then he goes and he carb loads or something. Whereas my other son and I are very similar. Judah called me, was it yesterday? No, Monday. And he was like, I'm at the store, walk me through. I want to make a crock pot, pasta dish for me and all the guys. And he's just so funny. He really thinks about food, and they all think that he's a chef at school, he told me. All his friends think that he's a great cook. He's like, yeah, last week I made them chicken tortilla soup, and the week before that I made, whatever, made a meatball subs, and he's always talking about all stuff. Meanwhile, they're trying to get him to go to the gym with them, because his roommates are all a bunch of really fit athlete types. And so they drag Judah to the gym, and my poor son is like me, where he has, he's very uncoordinated, and they have him doing all this stuff. Oh, he's like, yeah, I almost killed myself with the barbell. And I'm like, please be careful. You don't know what you're doing. And he's like, that's okay. One of my friends wants to be a trainer, fitness guy, whatever. He's in school for that. I don't even know what we would call that. I'm sure you guys know. He's getting a degree in like sports. Is it sports medicine? Maybe that's what it's called. So he's been showing Judah how to lift weights. So that's just the difference. And for whatever reason, we've been allowed this struggle, and I feel like personally it's going to make us stronger people. I think that different people have different struggles, and I struggle with my weight and with self-control over my mouth, not only with food but with blabbing. I mean, case in point, we're at 24 minutes, so now I'm gonna have to cut all this out. So yeah, I struggle with my mouth, talking a lot, eating a lot, just self-control when it comes to that. Saying things I shouldn't say because they just come to mind. And that can be witty, and it can be annoying too. Ask my husband. My poor husband. God bless him. He's great. So he's trying to help me with my weight loss. I was talking to somebody else on my channel. I can't remember who. Was it Amy? One of the other Amy's. We were talking about sort of our husband's approach. So my husband has never said anything about wanting me to lose weight. I mean, when I married him, I think I might put a picture right here of me on my wedding day, but if I can find one on my phone, I'll put one right here. So when we got married, I was not a tiny person, and I had to order, wedding dresses are usually a couple sizes up. So I ordered like an 18 in my wedding dress, which was probably like, I was wearing like just a regular 14, Mrs. 14. I think I weighed like 205 pounds or something like that, which is funny because when I tried my wedding dress on after I did Weight Watchers, it was huge on me, but I wasn't at 205 pounds. So it's kind of weird how your body can like reshape itself even though you weigh different things. It's like your shape is different. I don't know. But what was I saying? Oh, so he, since we've been dating, I have never been like a super tiny person. In high school, I weighed 180 pounds and I wore a size 10. And I'd like to be in that range, like 180s. Again, that would be like ideal for me. And I'm 5'9", 5'8.5", 5'9", somewhere in there. So I've asked him this time, I said, hey, listen, if you see me like going off, can you say something or give me a look? And he's like, I don't want you to get mad at me. And I'm like, I won't. I will pay attention. And so he's got these little quirky looks. He doesn't really say anything, but he'll be like, hey, what you doing? Or what you eating? Or what's that? And then I feel like if I can say, well, this is only 3 points and it's on my whatever, and then he's like, oh, good, it looks delicious, or whatever. But I know, like, the other night he was watching me while I was eating those pretzels. And I was eating hummus and pretzels. And he was kind of like, what you doing over there? And I was like, I'm eating pretzels and hummus. And he gave me a look like, okay, like, I'm not going to involve myself in your pretzel wrath, but, lady, you did want me to say something if you were going into glutton land. And I was struggling over the weekend, you guys know that. So anyway, I'm almost to work, and if you've made it this far, Mary Vitro, this long-winded chat, I'm just going to leave it like this. It's for you. So I hope you watch the whole thing, and you better write me on the bottom, comment down below, Mary, and let me know what you think. So the rest of the day, because I spoke so much today, maybe I will just show you what I ate. And when I go to the gym, I'll talk to you guys then. But I hope you're having a good Wednesday out there. All right, everybody, here's Wednesday's lunch. I have a piece of my oven-baked frittata for 1 smart point. It has eggs, fat-free cheese, low-fat cottage cheese, broccoli, and some spices in it. Then I have a salad over here that has lots of greens, tomato, onion, and edamame on it. I don't know if you can see those little guys. With some of the Skinny Girl fat-free dressing. So 0 smart points for the salad, 1 smart point for the egg frittata. And then I have a yogurt over here. I believe this is 2 smart points. I need to scan it, because I feel like I scanned it the other day and it said 1 smart point. So this is 1 or 2. And then my Zevia. And I have a snack for later. I have a Quest bar as usual, 5 smart points for this. And I also have some blueberries, which I might put on my yogurt over here. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Lots of blueberries, yummy, yummy. All right, see you later. Hey everybody. Headed home from the hospital. I feel kind of stressed out, and I don't want to, not stressed out, but I feel kind of like upset, and I'll tell you guys why. Number one, my parents did not get approved for their housing situation, and so that's stressful, and I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Number two, so my husband is in a documentary film, and they're showing the film in New York City in October, and I just found out that because of my work schedule and certain variables there, that I may not be able to go. And it's sort of one of those things, it's like a once in a lifetime thing, and we were going to be flown out there for this. So, you know, it may still work out. The point is, like, I just, you know, when stuff like that happens, you just want to eat pizza. You know what I mean? So the reality of my job has always been that as a nurse, I miss out on stuff. You know, when I was working nights, I would miss out on things because I had to sleep. And it's just part of being a responsible adult. I'm sure you all understand, because you've had, you know, things happen where you can't do them, and it just stinks when it's something like really important to us, and, you know, like a big deal in our little microcosm of life. So maybe it will get worked out. I don't know that they can move the screening date, because it involves multiple other people, and, you know, it's happening in New York City, and so it's like you have to reserve the space, and there's just like a lot of different moving parts to organizing something like that. So my husband would go, and I would just be sad, but it's okay. And there's always a reason why stuff like that doesn't work out, and, you know, I could tell you all stories of things. So my husband used to be a musician, and he had to travel one year to a big festival out of town, and was in a really bad car accident on the way home. And I was not with him at that point. I had to work. And this was when we had first gotten married, and he almost died from his injuries, and it was very traumatic for him. And, you know, we often talk about, you know, that we're very blessed that he's alive, but then at the same time, you know, who knows what would have happened if I had been in the van with him. And so, you know, we're both very blessed to be here, and there's a reason that I didn't go with him on that trip, even though at the time it was very upsetting that I couldn't go. So, you know, you have to look at life situations like that. Like, there's a reason why my parents didn't get this house that they were looking at, and sometimes it's just consequence of our actions, and then sometimes it's, you know, there's a master plan at work here, and it's just not meant to be. So I'm even though I'm upset, I'm going to just try to have faith that there is, you know, maybe something else will work out, or there's a plan. It's just disappointing, so it's okay to be disappointed, but I don't need to go eat my disappointment. And like right now, I feel like seriously ordering a pizza. Oh, and pizza would make it so much better for about, you know, half an hour, and then I would, not only would I still be disappointed and it wouldn't change the situation, I would have eaten pizza, probably a lot of pizza, and blown my rebound from my weekend, which I feel like I'm doing so well on plan. So I have an apple and some blueberries in my bag, and I'm headed to the gym. I think I'm gonna go work out some of the frustration and just, you know, stress of stuff that's going on that's, you know, minor and first world problems, and put it into perspective. You know, this is me coming off of, I just got out of clinic with my surgeons who are scheduling people that have cancer and all sorts of things that are much more, you know, life-changing than my little stressors. But you know, the Bible says to lay all of your cares on the Lord, and when the Bible says all, I believe that literally means all, that even your smallest cares they mean something to God. So I'm gonna go work out, try to pray about it, and just try to get my head, you know, as I always say, get my head screwed on straight. I don't know where, I think I got that from my grandparents. My grandfather used to always say, I need to go get my head screwed back on straight. He used to always say, like, if he was irritated with something, he would say, that's for the birds. He'd always say that. That's what I'm feeling right now, is that it's all, you know, that's for the birds. So, you all wanted lots of chit chat today. You're getting it. You're getting my whole life story, apparently. But, you know, just pray that I have that I can respond gracefully. Because it's not so much about the circumstances changing in the way that I want them to be changed. Like, it's not so much Amy's will be done, it's thy will be done. And, you know, I just have to trust that there's something else going on here, and stop being a butthead and not eat pizza. So, you know, pray that thy will be done. And that I would have like a good attitude. Because right now, I have a Little Caesars attitude. I have a Pizza Hut attitude. I have a Domino's attitude, and I have a Papa John's attitude. And that needs to stop. So next up, the gym. I'm done at the gym. I did, trying to find my hand sanitizer. Oh, so gross. What did I do? Bath and Body Works hand sanitizer. Love it. I just ordered some Young Living essential oil hand sanitizer, so I can't wait till that comes in. So I did 2.5 miles, actually 2.6 miles. I'm at almost 13,000 steps, 12,890. I did 35 minutes on the elliptical. Whoops. Seatbelt problems. I will tell you about the seatbelt. When you are tall and fat, this seatbelt gets stuck in the door. I don't know if that happens when you're skinny because I've never been skinny. Yeah, so I did great. There were literally like 4 or 5 pizza commercials during my workout, and I was watching YouTube videos. Oh, congratulations to Kim. I know she probably doesn't watch my channel, but the Fit and Fabulous Mama Kim. I've been watching her channel for a couple of years now, and she just got under 200 pounds. She's at like 198. So she had me like tearing up. So I was watching her, and out of the corner of my eye, I kept seeing pizza, pizza. There's like all these screens flashing pizza like 4 different times. So it was like devil on my shoulder type of thing. So I'm gonna go home and make myself a flatbread pizza to get it out of my system. But congratulations to Kim. That is something like I can't wait to get under 200 pounds. And I know she has worked so hard. Like, she is my hero today. So anyway, if you are not subscribed to her channel, she's at the Fit and Fabulous Mama, and she's fantastic. So congrats to her. And then also shout out to Anne. She commented yesterday on my vlog, my little short vlog, that she's starting to vlog her food finds. So I will put her channel link down below. So good luck on your YouTube journey to Anne, one of my subscribers. And yeah, okay. See, I told you I was gonna talk a lot today. I'm gonna go home now and eat pizza. Hey friends, so I'm in the midst of a disaster making 2 flatbread pizzas. I have 2 of the flat out artisan crust, thin crust, pizza crust. Ugh. Sorry, can't speak. 2 of these is actually 7 Weight Watchers Smart Points. I topped it with a 1/2 cup of the Organics traditional, actually a 1/3 of a cup of this, which is 2 Smart Points. A 1/2 cup is 3. So I did a 1/2 cup of this, and then I did a cup divided by 2 of them. So 1/2 cup on each one for 2 Smart Points of the fat-free mozzarella. So we have 4, 7, so we have 11. And then I put on spinach, portobello mushroom, onion, green pepper, disaster. This is what I have. I put a little bit of this Italian seasoning over the top. Gonna put it in the oven for a little bit, and that will be dinner. Okay, here is the finished product. Yummy, yummy. Okay, here is my kind of weird looking dessert, but I took some Fage 0% Greek yogurt, and I put 1 serving of sugar-free, fat-free vanilla pudding and some coconut stevia in it, and then this is pineapple on top. So I'm gonna mix this all together for 1 Smart Point for dessert. And I am done eating for the night.